This is your favorite YouTube dealer. I appreciate you guys for stopping in. I'm going to give a shout out to my man Canadian Ty for bringing this to my attention. As far as I know, it's not a new Eminem song, meaning it's not something that he just created, but I believe it's new in the sense that it's never been released, and it's something that he made a little while back. It's only 2 minutes long, so it might not even be a full song, but I wanted to dive in, check it out with you guys. Comment below what you guys thought about it, or if there's more information you have about it, because I don't think I've heard anything from him called Everything. So let's dive in. Let's see what this one's all about.
CDs ain't selling no more anyways, man. Look at SoundScan. I really don't think it matters.
Everything I do is number one. That makes you two, and that spells trouble for me and you. Cause that's how beef starts between crews. And I don't mind if I debut at number two. So why do you? If we make money, then why can't you be satisfied with what you do?
I like that mentality. He's like, listen, I don't mind if I come out at number two. Although it'd be really, really surprising if Eminem ever did come out at number two, because I feel like this man will always sell off the charts and be number one. But I get where he's coming from. He's like, listen, at the end of the day, if we're all making money, if we all get to enjoy our life, if it becomes, something that we can, like, you know what I'm saying? Because if you're number two, you're still making an insane amount of money. You're still doing things at the top level. So like, there should be no reason, but people feel that way. And it makes me wonder if this song is about somebody specific who maybe came second to his record sales or something like that and felt a certain type of way about it. Because there are definitely people out there that are like that. And I get it, like the whole Michael Jordan mentality. I don't want to lose. I want to be the best at everything I do. I always want to win. Like, I can understand that to an extent, but at the same time, it's like, it's good for the culture regardless. As long as dope music is being made and you're all making money from it and it changes your life and you're able to do this full time, it doesn't really matter, right? Like, I could care, listen, give me number 10. I'll happily be number 10. But obviously this is coming from someone who's never charted like that ever in my life. So I'd be super happy with number 10. But I guess if you're someone who's used to getting number one and being at the top, and then all of a sudden someone takes you out, you might feel a little bit differently about it. I don't think that it's necessarily something that you should be too concerned with, though.
It's like our legacy's pregnant. We're planting eggs every record. They're begging me to release a CD every other second, but don't expect it, cause every time I get hit with that question, I just deflect it. Get catches the 50s record and check it. And Buckers out, now get these motherfuckers out before I smack them. Plus the artist dropped an album now, go out and get that one. And I got a whole stable of artists who's able and fully capable of holding a label till I figure out when I'm ready to drop.
What's funny is this is actually relevant to now. You know how often you see, I think Eminem's dropping this month. I think every single month for like, since his last album dropped, I feel like I've been hearing people start rumors about he's about to drop. Look at this, and this tells you that. Oh, he just posted this, or he hasn't said anything, so that means he's coming. Like, there's always something like that just right there on the rise, ready to make people get excited and think that something is coming. And don't get me wrong, I hope that he drops soon. I would love to see some more music from Eminem, and I feel like at some point we will, but he's at the point where, like, he's done it all. So he doesn't need to do it, and he's only going to do it when he feels like it makes sense. And the fact that he likes to talk about a lot of things that are going on in his music, I feel like until enough stuff kind of piles up for him to have a discussion about in multiple songs with us, we're probably not going to get a whole lot of music. That would just be my guess. But I like how he's showing love to people. Buck is out. You know what I'm saying? T.I. just dropped. Go out and get that one. So this is obviously a little bit older. This is probably when G-Unit was still kind of all together and 50 was doing his thing and everything. So I like that he's willing to show love to other artists, including people like T.I., who I think is, I mean, I don't want to say underrated because everybody kind of knows T.I. and he has gotten a lot of love in his career, but I feel like he doesn't get as much as he deserves. Like, he is really a dope artist and just a dope talent all around. His little comedy stint, a little, a little here and there, but everything else has been extremely dope from him.
I just dropped an album now, go out and get that one. And I got a whole stable of artists who's able and fully capable of holding a label till I figure out when I'm ready to drop. Or maybe not. Shady, look how hot you were on top. You were pop, you were so popular, now you're not. You're a washed up entrepreneur. How's it possible? Well, it's not. If you're a little fickle, might as well have caught on, but you didn't. See, I don't rap for the green, I mean I ain't greedy, but I also know what it's like to be needy. And I will never go back to poverty. See, it ain't easy to try to step away from entertainment, separated from CDs. And every day it just seems like we're beefing. Even the media is meat eaters. They gotta give you something to read it. You won't buy it, believe what you wanna believe. Let them feed you the BS. PS, peace to T.I. You gonna be alright, we out.
is it Ti that maybe had made some kind of a reference or something? Because like he said, peace to Ti, you're gonna be all right, and we out. Unless this was around the time something else was going on, I don't really know. Somebody fill me in down below and talk to me. Give me something because I'm actually not sure. But I like how he said that even the media is meat eaters. They got to give you something to read or you won't buy it. And that reigns true for everything, whether it's hip hop, whether it's to do with like combat sports, or especially when it comes to just the news in general, right? Like it's all the negative. It's always so, oh, this person just got shot. This just happened over here. We might be going to war. And don't get me wrong, like some of it is relevant stuff that we should be up on and understand and everything, being that, you know, we're a part of the world and we should know what's happening in the world. But they utilize it to bring you in, to make money, to get you to buy something, to get you to read, to get you to go to their website. Like it's just all like, I don't want to say it's just clickbait, because a lot of the titles and stuff, like it leads to real facts of certain things that are going on to an extent. And obviously they spin it in their own way and make you try to go the path that they want you to go. But it's still clickbaity in the sense that they'll say the most sensationalized thing, or they'll try to like feed into something a little bit deeper than it has to be, or they'll make it seem worse than it is, type of thing, right? So it's not a complete lie, but on the surface level, it is a little bit of some bullshit. And that's something that you see a lot, right? Like I feel like when it comes to hip hop magazines or whatever it is, like they love it. As soon as they think that there's a potential tension between somebody, they go crazy with it. Like just recently, MGK just dropped a song with T Grizzly, who's from Detroit, and he made some comments in that. And I get it. Listen, I know everybody that watches this is not going to be an MGK fan, but I thought this was the perfect thing to use as an example. And he made a comment, something about like, I'll be in Detroit and I don't, whatever, like, you know what the F I mean, and then gave a finger to the camera. And obviously you assume he must be talking about Eminem. And, you know, he's in a video with somebody else from Detroit, which is wild. And so the hip hop media probably dove all over that. I don't read a lot of stuff. I don't follow all the accounts on Twitter and everything, but I can almost guarantee you that they jumped on that. Like, yo, whoo, look at this. Yo, the MGK and Eminem beef is re-sparked. Oh, they're going at it. Eminem's going to respond, or will Eminem respond, or just something that's going to get you to click it. Now, I could be wrong. Maybe they didn't dive into it that heavily, but that usually is something that you would see. And so I think that he's completely accurate. That's the kind of shit that you see way too often. It's actually ridiculous. This was interesting. Let's make sure there's nothing else.
Peace.
So,
You know what we do. We gon' touchdown. Up in the private charter plane. Touchdown. You know we gon' get it crackin', man. We gon' touchdown. Take you anywhere to keep me wild. With T.I. Shady, baby, they gon' make a bigger ride when we touch.
So I don't know exactly what the T.I. reference is, because I don't know exactly when this came out. If somebody has an idea of the timeline of this, it feels like it's older. The fact that he talked about Buck means that G-Unit had to still be around. So this was at least like a decade ago, if not more. I don't remember when G-Unit started to kind of go off and do their separate thing and when all that happened, but it had to at least be a decade or more ago. And the style that he used kind of leads you to believe that as well. But I can't think of anything, because it doesn't seem like, maybe it wasn't an issue between him and T.I., because at the end he said Shady and T.I., and I don't know if that's because T.I. felt that way and he's just trying to show him extra love and let him know, like, listen, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's all good. Or if this is about somebody completely different and he's just showing T.I. some love. I actually don't know. I don't know. I don't remember a lot of stuff from that era, to be honest with you. Like, there was a lot of different shit that was going on from the early 2000s all the way up through 2010, 2012, you know what I'm saying? Like, so many different things that had happened. So you guys fill me in down below, but let me know what you guys thought about this. It was interesting. It's not my favorite of Eminem's styles, but as everything else he does it very well. Gotta give him that at the very least. And I like when he addresses certain things. So shout out to you guys for stopping in. Appreciate you. And I will catch you in the next video, homies.